going for Corey, everybody. Hi, I'm Helen Wildy. I'm so excited to be here. I didn't think I was scared of dogs, but people keep asking me not to be nervous around their dogs because they can smell my fear. As if A, that's supposed to be helpful. I thought your dog and I were cool. But B, I always wonder how people figure that stuff out anyway. Because they also say that like sharks can smell fear, but have they ever been exposed to any other emotion? Like, how are we testing this? Like, someone's pulling through a lot of research money on the sharks. I feel like I've been confused my whole life. When I was a kid, my mom would say, Helen, don't talk to strangers, they're very, very dangerous. Then I'd come home from school and she was like, how was your day, honey? Did you make any friends? I was like, what do you want from me? Lay it out, please. Or you'd be in English class learning things like I before E except after C, then go straight to science. That's a spelling joke. You guys deserve better. You do, thank you. Yeah, I recently turned 30. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's a big day. It's very special. I even more recently turned 33. Which is the one you dream about, am I right? Year of the Lord. It is proving to be an exciting time for me. I just moved here a couple months ago from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with my partner, or my roommate, as I called her in Pittsburgh. Turns out Seattle is a much more gay-friendly town, and I should have known. There were some clues. Like, my mom doesn't live here. She's Pittsburgh-based. That was a giveaway. It was weird. We had a bunch of changes. We moved across the country. We moved in together for the first time, my partner and I. She got a new job. It was a lot. A lot happened at once. We were like drunk on love. We were like, we don't need things. We have each other. Let's just pack up our pickup truck, lesbians, and just roll her into Seattle. Whatever fits in the back, that's all we'll take. We figured out that 9 Rubbermaid totes fit in the back of our pickup truck, and that was all we brought. We were just Marie Kondoing the shit out of our lives. We downsized from 2 apartments into 1. It was a lot. We were like, we got carried away. We were drunk in love. At the end, we were like, can opener, bye-bye. You need can openers, though. You do. It's like, you know, we're eating more canned goods than ever. Seattle's expensive. We're learning about each other. It's great living together. You know somebody differently. She's an artist, my partner. She was like, Helen, no problem, not a big deal, but couldn't help but notice you put my art scissors where the regular scissors go. I was like, hold on. Do we have 2 pairs of scissors and no can openers? And have I just been calling art scissors scissors for 33 years? That is guaranteed the least sexy lesbian scissor joke you'll ever hear. Thank you. It's an exciting time. I'm an immigrant. Ooh, safe, okay, chilling silence. Safe space for immigrants, good. I'm from Ireland. Originally, you guys know about Ireland? Okay. It's a country in Europe. It's cool. Very cute. I'm getting my citizenship right now, my American citizenship. I'm taking the test. It's very scary. I'm not a good test taker, obviously. Like, you don't get into comedy because you excel at test taking, you know. So I'm really nervous. It's like one test I could take that could just change my whole life. And honestly, I've been out of school for a long time. I haven't taken a quiz that wasn't on BuzzFeed in like 10 years. So I don't know much about the Constitution, but I do know which Taylor Swift song best describes my personality. It's All Too Well, unfortunately. It's a sad one. It is a sad one. So you guys know about, you've heard of Ireland. Have you heard of Northern Ireland? Free pocket of Ireland. That's a bit dicier, a little, you know, a little more cutthroat, a little more West Side Story, yeah? That's actually where I'm from. We call it Northern Ireland, or the north of Ireland, depending on your persuasion. Has anyone seen the show Dairy Girls? Yeah, okay, great. So you know, you get it. So that's where I grew up. It's a scary time. My dad's Catholic, my mom's Protestant. There was a civil war. We call it the Troubles in Ireland. It's a very Irish way to describe a civil war. We're like, having a wee bit of trouble, aren't we? It's people are dying. But they're cute, they're sweet. So my dad's Catholic, mom's Protestant. They weren't supposed to get married in Ireland in the 70s. Get a real problem. They pulled through as they should have. It gets a bad rep. I'm from Belfast. It gets a really bad rep because, you know, In Belfast, the Irish car bomb isn't so much like a fun drink at the pub as it is just an actual car bomb. It's a very literal country, Ireland. So Belfast is cool. You may not know a lot of great people have come out of Belfast. A lot of celebrities have come out of there. Van Morrison is from Belfast. Okay. Yeah, thank you. C.S. Lewis is from Belfast. Narnia, you're welcome. Okay. We all wish it was a longer list, honestly. It's really just those two. Oh! We built the Titanic in Belfast? Home run? They're like, really, Helen, are you going to brag about building literally the biggest shipwreck of all time? We are weirdly proud of the Titanic in Belfast, I gotta say. My favorite Thai food restaurant in Belfast changed its name for the centennial in 2012 to Titanic. Like, that's how excited we are. We love it. We just built a museum, a Titanic museum, a couple years ago in the shape of the Titanic. It's still standing. Stop. It's fine. It's safe. In that museum, we make it perfectly clear that it wasn't like faulty craftsmanship that sank it. You know, the driver fell asleep. The English driver. That's neither here nor there. It's weird growing up with Irish parents because you always know exactly how disappointed in you they are, based specifically on how much they just name drop Jesus and his friends. Sometimes you'll just get a Jesus Christ, Helen. And if you just get a Jesus Christ, you're not doing too badly. Sometimes you'll get a Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Helen. Whole family, not good. Sometimes they'll bust out who like they think the apostles are. They're like Jesus, Mary, Joseph, John, and George, and Paul, and Ringo. Bad time to argue. What was that last one? I thought I heard a cheeky Ringo. But when they're truly upset, my parents will just start like scene painting the birth of Jesus. They're a little bit traumatic. They'll be like, Jesus, Mary, walk in the wee manger he was in there, and all the hay that was there on the ground, Helen, and the wee donkey that was probably there, unclear. Walk in the sheep, look at them shaking their wee woolly heads at you, Helen. Like, what is it? They're like, and the innkeeper, Helen, takes a turn. They're like the innkeeper who didn't even have a room to let. Suddenly that's my fault. You know what I mean? Busy time of year, isn't it? Christmas. Like, you can't get a room. Stay home. I don't travel then. It's weird being from Ireland in America. You guys love Ireland, you know? It's so nice. But like St. Patrick's Day in Ireland, it's like a different thing. Like, it's a religious holiday. But I mean, something seems to have gotten lost in translation along the way. So I'm actually here making it my mission 2020 to just, let's keep the saint in St. Patrick's Day this year. We don't have to. I do love St. Patrick's Day. It was weird, everyone got to have fun. All the American kids were like drinking Shamrock shakes and doing shots. And we were just out in the yard like chasing snakes out. It's not the dream scenario you think it is. Anyone here single tonight? Show of hands? Yeah, everyone with your hand up. Look around. You're welcome. We just real life Tindered. That's fun. It's refreshing. It's like playing outside. I met my partner in a weird way. We both have the same favorite band. We're both really passionate about the band Hanson. Do you guys know the band Hanson? Okay, your laughter tells me you do. They're really cool. I love them so much. I've loved them since I was 11 years old. I'm 33 now. That's a long time. You know what I mean? I spent most of my life being so proud that I don't have a Hanson tattoo, honestly. Because I've seen them, full disclosure, 19 times in concert. Over the course, though, to be fair, of 22 years. Like, that's almost moderate. What was I not going to go when they came to Pittsburgh or, like, surrounding cities or lower Canada? Like, they tour a lot. It's not on me. I love them so much. They're so cute, so talented. You guys get it. I don't have to hand-explain to you. I do love them. They're so sweet. I'd heard of my partner, Victoria, for years because Pittsburgh lesbian Hanson fan, that is exactly two people. Now we're in love. I came out in 2008. Thank you. I'm brave. As a lesbian, gotta say, easier than coming out as a Hanson fan. Came out in 2008 on Independence Day because I thought it would be funny. My mom wholeheartedly disagreed. Never heard the birth of Jesus so magnificently described. I was like, did Michelangelo do this? This is a masterpiece. I was like, Mom, look, I know you're having a tough time with the fact that I'm gay. We don't have to talk about it. Let's just put it and these hot dogs on the back burner, not ruin this cookout. Celebrate the birth of our new nation. But unfortunately for me, The biggest hit song of 2008 was I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. Ooh. An unexpected family conversation starter. I was like, Mom, I hope this song doesn't make anything about how I kissed a girl, how I liked it. I had to throw away all of my cherry chapstick. It was a trigger for her. Those were dark days, but we've come a long way. When you come out, people ask you a lot of weird questions about being gay. The one I get most often, I actually think is a fair question. It's Helen, in a gay relationship, who proposes to whom? Great question, great grammar. But let's not overthink it. Same rules applies in a straight relationship. Straight people say it with me. Whoever's taller takes that initiative. No. Is that because there are no straight people here tonight? Or because I moved across the country with a 6-foot-tall lesbian misinformed? That is something to consider. Second question I get most often, can be divisive in the community. It's, Helen, when did you know you were gay? Some gays are like, screw you, when did you know you were straight? But for me that question is simple. It's September 27th, 1996. A day I'll never forget, because that was the day that Topanga cut her hair. AKA my sexual awakening. Also the inspiration for this and every haircut I've had since. Be the change and whatnot. I'm a proud aunt. Proud lesbian spinster aunt to 6 people. Everyone has a weird lesbian aunt. To these 6 people, it's me. My niece Harper just turned 7. I was like, Harper, you're at an age now where you can just tell me what you want for your birthday. You know what I mean? We can do this bridal shower style. You tell me, I'll get it, give it back to you, we'll both act surprised. She was overwhelmed. We both were. It took her 6 days to get back to me. She was like, Helly, they call me Helly. It's cute. She was like, Helly, for my birthday, I would love it if you could get me an Ariel doll. So sweet, such a reasonable request. So I'd like it if you could get me an Ariel doll with a mermaid tail. I was like, Harper, do you think I'm the kind of monster who would get you land Ariel? Where is this coming from? You've known me for 7 years. Hurtful. Hurtful. My other niece, Allie, she's also 7. She's really confused about my station in life, because I'm the only member of my family who isn't married with children. So she'll be like, Helly, are you a grown-up or a kid? I'm like, I don't believe in labels, Allie. Sometimes when I'm walking out of a room, I hear her be like, is Helly a teenager? Is Helly in college? She just can't figure it out. She asked me the other day how much my watch cost. Rude, who's raising this show. I was like, none of your business, but also $80. She was like, you have $80? I was like, that day I did. Don't get it twisted, Allie. Don't ask me for money. It'll ruin our relationship. I got to drive her somewhere over the summer for the first time ever. Took 7 years to earn that trust from my brother. She was like, Helly, have you ever driven a car before? I was like, no, girl, first time, buckle up. We're in for a wild ride. They've got cute names. It's stressful to pick a name for a person, you know? Harper, I remember the day she was born, my sister-in-law, just giving birth, she was crying. She was like, I want to name you Harper, just pleading with a newborn. I want to name you Harper, but I need you to promise me that you'll never harpoon a whale. These are the chemicals in your brain when you've had a baby. She took the silence as consent. She hasn't yet. She's made it 7 years, no harpooning. But it is stressful, because people always do become what their name is. You know, you're never like, Linda. Wouldn't have pegged you. It's like 3 guesses, max, boom, Linda, done. What's happening? Is the name informing the personality? Is the personality being informed by the name? Are parents just psychic? Beyonce's mom was. Wasn't even a name. She just made it up, and it's a superstar diva name worthy of that goddess. Sometimes I think my parents had a little bit of that psychic mojo going too. They called me Helen. They knew that I'd be old someday. Like, give her 90 years. All right, I'm Helen. What, you guys are great.